Hi, I'm Tom Gornick. I'm a senior at the Florida State University, graduating with a bachelor's degree in information technology. And today I'm going to show you how to set up a home work group on your home network using Windows XP so you can easily share files between computers connected to your network.
Okay, so before we get started setting up our work group, there's a few things we're going to do. First, we want to make sure that all the computers that are going to be used in your work group are connected to the network and they are on. If you're using a wireless network, please make sure you're using the same wireless network, which you can check by mousing over the icon in the system tray, and it'll display the name of the wireless network for you. To make sure that if you're using a wireless network, that the network is active, you can try going to a web page. It's a pretty good check to make sure that you have an active connection. So we go here, we'll just go to google.com real quick to make sure that our connection is active. And Google loads, so we can close that and we'll be on our way. So to begin setting up our work group, we're first going to go to the Start button. Click on the Start button. Gonna mouse over Connect to and click on Show All Connections. This will open a new window titled Network Connections. To the top left of this window, under the Network Tasks, you'll see a Set up a Home or Small Office Network option. We're going to go ahead and click that. And this will also open up a new window titled Network Setup Wizard. When this first window opens, you're going to go ahead and click Next. After clicking Next, the next window will present a checklist. This is similar to the Before We Begin little portion that we started with. If you need reassurance, you can click through and check out some of those options there. The next window asks, do you want to use the shared connection? If the answer yes, use an existing shared connection is already selected, just click Next. The next window asks of a computer description and a computer name. These refer to the computer you are currently using. There may be different default values already filled in, but you may find it more helpful to use your own description and name. As you can see here, we're using TJ's laptop and the computer name Roomy01. This will show up later whenever you see your shared folders. It's always good to use something more descriptive to yourself, that way whenever you're working with your shared folders, if you have multiple roommates or family computers, you'll know which ones are which. Click Next. The next window you will see will ask you to name your work group. This will usually start off saying work group, but you can name it anything you would like. Something more descriptive usually works if you have a computer that you use on different work groups, because your shared folders will display the work group name with them, as you'll see later. For this one, we'll use APT135 Go Knowles for apartment 135. That way all the roommates know that this is the one that this is the work group that we're using. The next one will ask you about file and printer sharing. Choose to turn on the file and printer sharing and then click Next. This will bring up a summary of your setup of what we've entered. You can review what you've seen there and make sure you haven't mistyped anything. At this point, if you have mistyped anything, you'd want to click back and correct it now. Go ahead and click Next once you're sure everything's right. This will bring up this little animation that just takes place while Windows configures your work group. It'll only take a few moments. After that, it'll ask you if you'd like to create a setup disk or a CD so you can run this wizard more quickly on your other computers. I don't really think it takes that long, so I just always go ahead and say just finish the wizard, because you can always run this manually. Just come back to this manual for your other computers you would like to set up on your work group. The next one, it confirms that the network setup is complete. There are two links using the Shared Documents folder and Sharing Files and Folders. They're both pretty brief. They both give you a pretty good overview of file sharing. I definitely recommend giving them a quick look. And when you're finished, you go ahead and click Finish. You'll be prompted to restart your computer. Go ahead and click Yes. After your computer restarts, we'll go ahead and check and make sure that we were successful in creating our shared folder. Just go back to the Start button, back to Connect to, back to Show All Connections. And you can go up to over to Network Places. And after you click on that, it will bring up your folders, and there should be a folder listed here that shows your folder and your workgroup name. And this will work just like any other folders on the computer, and you can drag and drop, and that's how other people will access that folder. Anybody on your workgroup will now be able to access that folder. As you can see, I have a couple other folders set up here for my home actual desktop computer rather than my laptop, and you can share very easily between these folders. Anybody on your workgroup, your roommates, can now get it, pictures and videos that you might want to share with them. And that's it.
And that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching my video. I hope this is all easy for you. If you have any further questions, you can email me at tjg06c@fsu.edu. Thanks!